Joining us now are three men with very distinguished careers and impressive titles, but for tonight, they are simply sons of very proud mothers, Kevin McCarthy, Tim Scott, and Johnny Ratcliffe. Kevin, we'll start with you. Tell us about your mom.
My mom is an extraordinary mom like all others. And to start, happy Mother's Day to every mom. My mom she's always strong to teach those character lessons when you're growing up, but she also can build you up when you're down. And I just recently had a trip with my mom to Israel that was just amazing to spend that time together. But the most unique thing about my mom is she always taught you that you can never have too many friends. You know, my mom could be in a room with people she's never met that speaks a different language, and you would walk out thinking they have been friends for life. That's just who my mom is, an unconditional love.
She did a good job with you because she passed that trait on to you. You have more friends than anybody I can think of in Washington.
That's
all right,
good.
Tim Scott, I have met two of your moms. I have talked to the third. I know your mom, but tell us about her anyway.
Yeah, I love my mom, no question. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. My mother really has been my rock for my entire life. She has taught me more about faith, having faith in the Lord above, having faith in yourself, and frankly, even having faith in your country. Perhaps my best lesson from my mother is go take the trash out, son. And when I come home from being in Washington, she makes sure that I stay normal. And she's like, go take the trash out. Like, I don't live with you, Mom. That's exactly why you need to take the trash out. Someone needs to teach you to stay humble. And my mother is my greatest fan, but she's also a very good critiquer of who I am. So she is a force for good every single day of my life. And I thank God that I get a chance to talk to her a couple times a day, every day.
Well, she is incredibly proud of you, and you don't have to be around her very long to be able to tell that. All right, Johnny Ratcliffe, you have spoken so lovingly and so beautifully about your mom. Tell us about her.
Well, Trey, you've met my mom, so you know that she sees the best in everyone, even you. And certainly any success that I've had is a big result of my mom, Kathleen Mary Cummins Ratcliffe. My mom is not only one of the kindest, sweetest, most thoughtful and giving people, she's also one of the smartest people I've ever known. She and my dad were both teachers, and they taught all six of us kids and all nine of her grandkids really the lessons to be not just successful in life, but happy. You know, I was just 6 years old when my mom said, Johnny, you think like a lawyer. And that was really all the encouragement I needed to take that path. And when I thought about running for Congress, my mom was the first person to write a check to my campaign. So encouraging is really a word that would describe my mom. And I think the thing that best defines her is every single one of her kids, every single one of her grandkids, without exception, would say, Mom, Graham, you were the one person that was always there when I needed you most. So, you know, we don't get to pick our mothers in life, but we certainly couldn't have done any better than we did with our mom, and frankly, we did far better than we deserve.
Well, John, well said, but I got to be honest with you, brother. When somebody says you think or act like a lawyer and you're 6 or 7 years old, that is not a compliment. I mean, I know that you went on to law school, but I hope you didn't do it for that reason. All right, let me ask you this. I can remember my mom really wanted me to run for student council, and I didn't do it because I was afraid, and I thought I would lose, and I probably would have lost, but I regret not doing that for my mom. Is there something your mom wanted you to do that in hindsight you wished you had, but you did not? And we'll start with you, Tim.
Yeah, there's no doubt. My mother always wanted me to be a preacher. From the time I was a little kid, she always thought that one day I was going to be a preacher. And actually, when I became a Christian back in the 80s, I went to a seminary to figure out whether I was called to be a pastor, and it wasn't there. And so when I went into politics, she was like, I rebuke you. You got to do better than that. So I went the exact 180-degree turn from where she wanted me to be. But now she has embraced this call. But there's no question my mama wanted me to be a preacher.
All right, Kevin, you're on the verge of becoming the Speaker of the House, but surely there was something in your life that your mama wanted you to do that you did not do and you wished you had.
Well, my mom kind of wanted me to follow my father's footsteps to be a fireman, and I did it for 3 summers, and I don't know if she thinks I failed in life, but I think she's still proud of me. And Tim, tell your mom, you may not be a preacher on Sunday, but you preach very well in the Senate, and you minister to us quite often, so you're a big success.
Amen.
Thank you, Kevin.
Well said.
I'll tell her. I appreciate that, man. God bless you.
All right, John, you broke your mom's heart and went to law school. Is there anything else that you did that you wished you could undo?
Gosh, that's a tough one, Trey. Unlike poor Noveline Gowdy, who had a frequently disobedient son, I always tried to take my mom's advice. Although I will say, as a devout Catholic, I think she did want me to be a Catholic priest. But, there's some things you can't do even for your mom. So.
All right. All 3 of you also have siblings. And some of you have a lot of siblings. And each of the 3 of you have told me privately that you really were your mom's favorite. I'd like to give you a chance to say that publicly and tell us why. And we'll start with you, John.
Well, gosh, fortunately, Trey, all of my brothers and sisters are really smart and politically savvy, and they know that people like Adam Schiff and you frequently engage in disinformation campaigns, so I don't think I need to address that.
I didn't figure you would.
That's a good answer, Johnny.
All right, Senator, you wanna repeat publicly what you've told me privately, that you're your mom's favorite, or you want to just let that go?
I think I'm not an attorney, but I will plead the 5th. I will say that my mother's very proud of my brother, who ended up being a command sergeant major after 32 years in the Army. So like Johnny, I'm going to thank God for your mother, Trey, on this wonderful day, and just pivot away from your question. Kevin?
Yeah, and I'm not, no, I love Kevin so much, I'm not going to make him answer this question. But I will say this to the 3 of y'all, all 3 of you are so good to my mother. And I am so grateful to you for that. There are times on her birthday where I am the 4th one out of the 4 of us to wish her a happy birthday. And if y'all don't stop sending her flowers that look so much better than the ones I send, then I'm going to get written out of the will. So thank you for being so kind to my mom and for helping us celebrate your moms. And also 2 of you, Michelle and Judy, happy Mother's Day. John, to your bride, and Kevin, to your bride.
Thank you, Trey.
Happy Mother's Day, Mrs. Gowdy. Terry, happy Mother's Day.
Thank you, guys. We'll talk to you soon. You too.